What's up, it's Gene, your coach and motivator, your impact storyteller. This is inGENEious motivation, and I'm here to help you to believe that you're worthy to be great. Are you filled with negative thoughts? We have so much going around the world with this virus, and it's so easy to get caught in so many negative thoughts that you are at the point that you feel you're going to panic. And if that's you, I want to talk to you about how to avoid panic by disattending negative thoughts. So what do I mean by disattending negative thoughts? I am not talking about thought suppression when you are trying to control a thought or deny a thought. Instead, you disattend the thought by accepting the thought for what it is and choosing not to participate in the belief of the thought itself. So the other day I was at the weight room and this guy walked up to me that always talked to me. He's very young. He comes up to me and say, Gene, man, I'm scared, man. I'm so filled with fear. This lady told me that it's the end of the world. And I feel like I'm about to die. I'm not going to make it. And I say, hold on, man. Let me stop you right there. First of all, you do not have to adopt this person's belief that this is the end of the world. You see, you are participating in a negative thought that you allow somebody else to plant in your mind. If you want to avoid feeling like you're going to panic, you must attend that negative thought by choosing not to focus on that thought. Instead, you want to reverse that thought into a positive thought. He said, man, I don't understand what you mean. I said, let me break it down to you like this. That lady came up to you and told you this is the end of the world. So what happened? You start being afraid of fear. Why? Because you start to focus on that thought all the time, and now that's why you're standing in front of me filled with fear and you at the verge of panicking. You have to realize something. That thought that lady had is her thought. It only became your thought because you have chosen to participate in that thought. And a lot of you all, you're doing the same thing. You have decided to participate in negative thoughts, and that is why you're at the verge of having a panic in this virus situation. So how do you disattend negative thoughts? Number one, you must ask yourself this question. What is feeding that thought? You see, if you're watching the media all the time, if you're listening to people talking about this is the end times, and you have chosen to believe those negative thoughts, it is going to put you in a position where you're going to want to panic. So the first thing you must do is ask yourself, what is feeding that negative thought? Number two, once you figure out what is feeding that negative thought, you want to avoid that situation, whether it's watching television or as an individual, because you don't want those individuals or the media to keep feeding that negative thought over and over again in your mind, because it's going to be very difficult for you not to participate in that thought. So number two, you must avoid whatever is feeding that thought. Number three, reverse that negative thought into a positive thought. So when I was talking to that young man, he kept telling me over and over again, the lady said this was the end of the world. I looked at him in the eyes and I say, no, it is not the end of your world, it is the end of her world. You see, she has adopted this thinking. She has chose to believe that this is the end of the world, so therefore that's why she is panicking, and she is telling everybody else it is the end of the world as well. And what you have to do in your mind is to realize this is not the end of your world. You have a future. You will prosper in life. You will survive this. Turn this into a positive thought so you can avoid panicking in this virus situation and let that lady keep her negative thought. If you want to avoid panic in this circumstance that we have around the world, you must disattend the negative thoughts that are coming to you. Make sure you know what is feeding the thought so you can avoid whatever it is, whether it's a person or the media. And number 3, you want to make sure that you turn that negative thought into a positive thought. Always remember that you are worthy to be great. And if you want to avoid panic, you must do so by disattending negative thoughts. Peace.